My next round of a series of jobs was I used to volunteer at the Midland County Historical Society, and I would give tours. So I started doing that when I was about 14 years old and loved that. So that was my first kind of interpretive job as a guide of sorts. So pretty fun and pretty good experience to open my communication skills. And then I, of course, was still mowing a lot of lawns, doing a lot of landscaping for some apartments and things like that. And I also was a chambermaid when I got a little bit older, or housekeeper, whatever you'd like to call it, at a hotel in Midland called the Fairview Inn. So I did that for one summer. And I also, the same summer, worked for Lutheran Social Services of Michigan for an adult foster care home where I was a residential home aide for those with disabilities that lived in that house, and I would help them do some occupational therapy, residential kind of therapy, taking them shopping, things like that, trying to teach them some life skills. And that was very amazing and very rewarding. I also volunteered at my local high school when I went to school, and I volunteered at that time they were called special education classrooms, so that was also very rewarding, and I made a lot of amazing friends doing that as well. And my mentor, Mrs. Sarah Arndt, so she was a great special education teacher in the Midland Public School District. And let's see, I also worked for Midland County Mosquito Control, and unfortunately I applied pesticides, and it actually caused me to have acute and chronic bronchitis over the course of my stint working there, and I was coughing up blood and blood coming out of my nose. My doctor told me if I didn't quit, I would die. They said the pesticides were completely safe, but I just told the supervisor what had happened, and I think they were worried about a lawsuit because they kept telling me how safe the pesticides were. And later I read the labels on them and everything, and they typically hire young kids right out of high school or in high school, maybe because we're kind of needing a good job and needing some money. So unfortunately, I wasn't the smartest back then about pesticides. So it's affected my entire life. I've had sinus issues and migraines for almost 20 years after that, until I started curing some of that with herbal remedies. So got away from all those pesticides and back to nature's herbs, which has helped me. And nature's herbs can be their own pesticide. You don't need to add chemicals to the area to prevent pests. And I also worked at a factory assembly plant called Case Systems, and I made custom-made cabinetry. That was quite an amazing job, very challenging actually, mentally putting together these custom-made cabinets, but also standing on your feet on a cement floor for up to 12 hours a day, 5, 6, 7 days a week in the summertime. So that was pretty rewarding financially and mentally and spiritually as well, just kind of working hard and seeing the end product that you designed and developed and learning a new skill. So those are my next round of jobs I'd like to share. Thank you.